by how the way you look at that picture and how you it can also depend on what picture you're looking at. So you can't basically say that photography is art and photography is not art. The first reason I'm going to talk about is photography is why photography is not art. Well, some people say art and photos are way different because art are done by a human hand, and photos can be copied into a million pieces, and it can be reproduced many times. It can be reproduced, but art can't be copied, and artists can't paint their original paintings twice. So they think that photography is not art. But if you and also the way it's done, it's a way different because when you take a photo, if you take it with the camera, and camera is basically a machine, and art is done by someone's hands. But what I have to say about this is that you need your hand to also take a picture, and also when taking a photo, they say that camera only records what is there, but on the other hand, art can be changed in many ways. So they say that photography, art is not photography, and photography is not art. But if you think of it in another way, then photography is art, because when you take a picture, then it becomes an art. Like when you're done with someone's painting, then it becomes an art, and when you take a picture and paint that picture, then it becomes an art too. So it's basically the same thing. And when you take a photo and you need a camera, you need your hand to press the button to take it. So I think that you still need your hand to do that. So I think that for what photography is art, because when you take a photo, it becomes an art. And when art just doesn't mean some painting or picture drawn by an artist, but it can also mean as something that it makes you feel real, and it can impress you, and it doesn't only have to be done by an artist. It can also be done by a machine. So this is why I think that photography is art.
Today's topic is name the things we should do as a family on the weekend. The two things that we should do on the weekend, I think first is eating fruits together. Our families in it's easy to eat foods with the family because very busy because of their work, and mostly children go to the academy, so they can very late. So it's very hard to eat fruits together and talk with them. So uh, to I think to talk with our family and talk to family. I think the first thing that we should do as a family on the weekend first, I think we should eat food together. Second, we should go to a short trip because also trips also going to trip is very hard to these 21st century children and family because in 20s in like 1970s the children were not busy because there was no academy or something like that. But in 2014 or next year, but they are so much academic, um, so it isn't easy to eat also eat food, and it isn't easy to go trip with families. So I think the second thing that we should do in the weekend is going to the short trip. Uh, because if we go to a long trip, we should need a very good. We should need a very. We should need a long day to go trip with families. So I think like going to a short trip in in the city is very good to go to the families. Maybe like if the family lives in Seoul, they may go to amusement park like Lotte Road or Everend or Jew, something like that. So I think the first thing that to do as a family on the weekend is first we should eat food. Second, we should go to a short trip with my family.
Today I saw of art introduce yourself. Self. His name is Mickey. He is from Nigeria. He likes to do lively activity like soccer, wrestling, and like to do physical activity. He doesn't like to do study, like discussion and reading a book. He likes to watch TV and movies. My name is Sumin and I am 11 years old. My dream